Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan with a hot take about Silicon Valley. Reddit's censorship of the Great Barrington Declaration. As I reported yesterday, Summit News reported that the Great Barrington Declaration went live, garnering over 100,000 signatures at the time of this writing. The declaration, which has now been highlighted by celebrities and intellectuals across the world, called for a focused protection approach to combating the beer virus. Quote, the most compassionate approach balances the risk and benefits of reaching herd immunity, which I totally support. Um, the declaration appeared on the Reddit channels r Beer Virus 19 and r Beer Virus, both large online communities with over 300,000 and 2.3 million members respectively, shortly after both posts were removed by moderators. Well, you might look at that and say, oh, Reddit, none of the moderators are paid. That's true. A bunch of idiot college kids. They've offered me moderation several times on Reddit, and I always turn it down. Like, I'm not going to moderate. I'm not going to work for nothing. What are you, out of your mind? Um, Unfortunately, the moderation is pretty much in the hands of obsessed lefties with no jobs and plenty of time to censor everyone's speech. And this is censoring. This is censoring something that's very important. And again, history's watching. Um, you know, Reddit, you will not be, again, history won't look kindly on this. Because when things finally shake out and the Democrats finally sign on to this, and they will, and probably not right after the election, probably beginning of next year when guys like our Phil Murphy have to run for re-election and the beer virus people are just sick of it and they finally say, okay, we gotta bail on all this. All right, what's the spin? And then the spin's going to be, oh, we looked at the data again and now, oh, it's all different. Oh, what? We may have overreacted just a tiny little bit. Okay, everybody back to normal. Sorry. That's what's going to happen. This will be known as the year of the mask. Next year, it's just going to be a regular year. Well, till the Democrats come up with something else to attack Trump over. And why not? 95% of Silicon Valley donations have gone to Biden. This is from WND, so, it's pretty right wing. Employees at the top 6 companies are contributing more to both nominees than 2016. President Trump and other Republicans often complain Silicon Valley has an anti-conservative bias, and it does. It's a shame because they were libertarian for so long, mostly, but now they're a bunch of liberals. They got too much money and they feel guilty about it. A review of campaign finance data shows that the contributions by employees at some of America's biggest tech companies are overwhelmingly going to his Democratic opponent, Joe Biden. Wired found that employees at Alphabet, Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, and Oracle have contributed nearly 20 times as much to Biden as to Trump since the beginning of 2019. According to the data released by the Federal Election Commission, which requires individuals who contribute more than $200 or more to a presidential campaign to report to their employer, employees at these 6 companies have contributed $4,787,752 to Biden and just $239,527 to Trump. Wah, wah. And I don't even know how those guys still have a job in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley is as bad as Hollywood in that respect. Although, Hollywood, you could probably donate Trump money, on the sly and nobody would find out about it. And that's why you get stuff like this. Delaware Pizza Shop cancels its event for Republican Senate candidate after pressure from BLM. Sure, why not? Because it seems like anybody who goes on the internet, oh my God, everybody hates Trump. He's a racist. And so, these sort of intimidation tactics work real well because people are afraid. But they're not going to be afraid next year. No. Because next year, this election you are going to see the silent majority rise up and go, enough of you. Enough of you, Joan. They will rise up. Like you, little doggy, you shall rise. Put your paws up. Rise. Nah, you didn't do it. And you're going to see the silent majority sweep in. Because people are sick of this. There it is. Yes. Good doggy. They're sick of this. It's time for the Democrats to go. To go off into a corner and go, oh man, we really messed up. Right, Joan? Joan agrees. You're a good dog, Joan.